Hello and welcome to Brandy's Poetry Corner, reading from Gods and Monsters, mythological poems chosen by Anna Sampson, illustrated by Chris Riddell, and published by Macmillan Children's Books. Don't seem to me to be a children's book, but then perhaps that's me. Now, moved on to another section, and this is called Song by Song and Tale by Tale, because it's about stories, which is one of the things human beings do, is we tell stories. Some of these are very old stories. Some of these, like this one, are a bit different. Now, this is called The Day the Saucers Came. So as you can see, this is not a very old story, but it's a good story nevertheless. And it is by Neil Gaiman. So, The Day the Saucers Came by Neil Gaiman. That day, the saucers landed, hundreds of them, golden, silent, coming down from the sky like great snowflakes. And the people of Earth stood and stared as they descended, waiting, dry-mouthed, to find out what waited inside for us, and none of us knowing if we would be here tomorrow. But you didn't notice it, because that day, the day the saucers came, by some coincidence, was the day that the graves gave up their dead, and the zombies pushed up through soft earth, or erupted, shambling and dull-eyed, unstoppable, came towards us, the living, and we screamed and ran. But you did not notice this, because on the saucer day, which was the zombie day, it was Ragnarok also, and the television screen showed us a ship built of dead men's nails, a serpent, a wolf, all bigger than the mind could hold, and the cameraman could not get far enough away, and then the gods came out. But you did not see them coming, because on the saucer zombie battling God's day, the floodgates broke, and each of us was engulfed by genies and spirits, offering us wishes and wonders and eternities, and charm and cleverness and true brave hearts and pots of gold, while giants fee-fo-fummed across the land and killer bees. But you had no idea of any of this, because that day, the saucer day, the zombie day, the Ragnarok and fairies day, the day the great wind came and snows in cities turned to crystal, the day all plants died, plastics dissolved, the day the computers turned, the screens telling us we would obey, the day angels, drunk and muddled, stumbled from the bars and all the bells of London were sounded, the day animals spoke to us in Assyrian, the Yeti day, the fluttering capes and arrival of the time machine day. You didn't notice any of this because you were sitting in your room, not doing anything, not even reading, not really, just looking at your telephone, wondering if I was going to call. Thank you. I think there is something to be said there, something to be thought about there. The pictures are wonderful too, obviously, but there are so many of them. Get yourself a copy of the book or borrow it from your library. For other poems read by me, look me up Brandy Pearson on YouTube.